Shawn Harvey featuring Senny J along with our co-host Barbi Cologne on Comedy World Net Radio.
Hey guys, it's Barbi Cologne from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. This is Senny J from the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. Catch us on Comedy World Net Radio.
Smacking you in the face with the classics. It's DJ Young and Nut.
All right. Come on. God bless you guys. Good morning. It's like my mother always say. I thank God for Jesus. It is a weird Wednesday, guys. Hold on a second. Let me do this right. It's okay. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I know we playing Lonely Please. All right. Good. All right. God bless you guys. Good morning. It is a weird Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Guess what? September the 1st, 2021, 12 minutes after the hour. Welcome, guys. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. That's Senny J, Barbi Cologne. Where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. We say it each and every day. Only place where you get this morning love. The chat room's open. Please call in 570-982-6950, guys. iHeartRadio, radio.com, ShawnHarveyMorningShow.com, distributed by Comedy World Net Radio, Comedy Cloud as well. A special shout out to our associates, our good folks out there. WFLX, Rochester, New York, also 94.5 The Blaze, Louisville, Kentucky. On all major podcast platform, guys, you can Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team. All the links come up. Join us on YouTube. Also subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. You get notified this morning right here on Facebook. Like our business page, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team business page. You get notified as well after 7 a.m. Monday through Friday. Join our group, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group, one of the hottest groups, funniest group. On Facebook, we appreciate you approaching 5,000 members. Help us get to that point. Thank you so much. Only place on earth where you get your morning started right. Only place on earth where you get that morning love, guys. Welcome to the show this morning. Senny J, God bless you. On Weird Wednesday. Good to see you, Senny J. God bless. Boy, those arms are really shrinking. Your hands are bigger than your arms now. God bless, that neck is gone too. Keep going, CJ. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to lose so much weight, we're going to have to eliminate the J. But good morning. Good to see you. God bless. How you feel?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm feeling great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have a great show for you today on this Wet Weird Wednesday. We're going to get started with Front Page News with Senny J, where I will let you know what's going on locally, nationally, and globally. So make sure you guys stick around for that. If you have not stepped outside today, I'm going to let you know what the weather is like here in downtown Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, where we broadcast from. It is raining and it is currently 70 degrees. It looks like it will be raining for most of the day, all day. So please grab your umbrellas if you have not stepped outside the house yet. We are just going up to a high of 73. In New York City, it is currently 72 degrees, going up to a high of 79, and it will be a rainy day, thunderstorms later in the evening for New York as well. In Atlanta, Georgia, it is currently 70 degrees, and it is cloudy, going up to a high of 82 today. In Orlando, Florida, it is currently 79 degrees, going up to a high of 82 today, and there will be scattered thunder showers throughout the day. And in Los Angeles, California, it is currently cloudy and 66 degrees. They are going up to a high of 75. And that is the weather that I have for you. Let us know what the weather is like where you are. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Senny J along with our beautiful co-host Barbi Cologne, where you get your morning started right.
Damn right. Where you get your morning started right, Senny J. We have Harvey's House of Sports. We never do it, but we like to say it. But you never know. Keep listening. One day we might get to the sports. Football season is starting this weekend, even so this weekend. So for sure on Monday we'll start getting into the sports. But tune in for that.
I have some sports gossip, I think.
Okay, cool. So then guess
There you
what? You got a
go.
bonus, guys. You got some. So tune in for Harvey's House of Sports. We got some sports gossip where we give the perspective on sports other than the score. So stay tuned for that. But more importantly, we have the morning buzz, guys. You know, stay tuned for that because you know one thing we can guarantee on this show, each and every morning that your head will be buzzing before 9 a.m. So get your breakfast, sit back, relax, and enjoy the morning buzz. Cindy, what else you have?
Yes, we're also going to have some Senny Says where I will let you know what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment news.
We're going to shout out the room in a few minutes, guys. Welcome to the show. We want to show you guys some love because without
Yeah,
you
get
guys,
your name.
we wouldn't be here. And let me tell you something. You could thank your boy Harvey. Welcome to Harvey's house because Senny J wanted to eliminate the shout outs a few years back, but we kept the shout outs. I don't mean to throw Senny underneath the bus, but without a doubt, we still need you guys. And for the remaining
have the
future, you know, we're right. We are running out of time with the shout outs, but we are definitely going to shout you guys out today. So, you know, stay tuned for that and invite a friend so, you know, they can get shouted out as well. So on the show. So, you know, that's a fun part of what we do. It's a fun segment. So you guys stay tuned before we shout out the room on a Weird Wednesday. Cindy, quick question before we get into the show.
I'm scared.
God bless. And Cindy, before I get into the question, you're looking really good, Cindy.
Thanks, Shawn.
You're doing really good. I like to say that whatever you're doing, continue doing it.
Thanks so much. That
You was on your way to this crusade. I
because
thought that.
I'm kind of like, you know, I feel like I'm plateauing, so I'm like trying to like switch some stuff up. So.
Hold on, whoa, wait.
But I'm glad that you notice. People notice
Well,
the little things because I don't notice it sometimes.
Well, first of all, you haven't plateaued since last October. That's the first thing. Cindy, keep doing what you're doing. Your skin looks good. Your arms are shrinking. Like I said, it's getting very strange. The optics look strange from this point. I'm sitting about 3 feet away from you. Your arms are getting very skinny, but your hands are starting to get very large. I think you get Cindy.
I know, your
Don't fold your hands up when I say this. Cindy, embrace it. Go like this. Show your hands there, because she's got those Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hands. But Cindy, you can palm a basketball. See, I mean, they're sexy, beautiful hands, almost, you know, drag queenish, but just you're about an inch away from drag queen. It was you in the movie Birdcage. Cindy, but you're looking good. God bless you. You know, listen. You rather walk around with those hands or these 3 broken hands and everything on what I'm doing. So, see,
Definitely. I think it's because of the nails.
yeah. Because, yes, they're looking at that camera right there. See, put them hands in that camera right there because there's a lot going on. Yeah, there you go. Jesus Christ, big ass hands. So continue with whatever you're doing, man. God bless you. Cindy, a quick question.
Shout out to Stacey Jackson. She's hollering. Are you hollering at home? You thought that was funny?
Freaking hands are huge. Well, God bless. I think men in chat room put a number 1 if you're into some sexy big ass hands, because Cindy, your hands weren't that big, you know, prior, but with your weight loss, it's just I don't know, man. All that extra weight is going down to them hands and them fingers. Jesus Christ, you stay over there. You might need to put a mask on your hands. Cindy, question.
You're so stupid.
God bless you. And that neck, Jesus Christ. And don't mess up your skin by putting a stupid, because you lose weight, put a stupid "God loves me" tattoo on your neck. Don't do that. Don't mess with your skin.
I am thinking. You know what I am thinking of? A second ear piercing.
Okay,
is that?
just don't put no ink on your body. That's all. Just
I know
don't
I have
put
no tattoos.
Yeah, I know you don't. I'm very happy for you for
You
that.
think I should get one
No,
for my 35th?
I have 4 tattoos and I hate them all. I wish I could get rid of them. And we always talk about that, but don't
I
do
know,
it.
Shawn. You have a really show the ladies that tattoo, Shawn. Put that bicep in there. You guys look at this tattoo.
Yeah.
Because Shawn has been swimming,
Yeah.
you know, working out.
Like it's, wow, you know, it's just a lot going on there. Wow. I don't want to bow him.
You
know?
did it again.
I did it twice. All right, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down.
Shawn took us to the gun show.
Yeah, I had to do it. Now, Senny, before we on the Weird Wednesday, question, Senny, and I thought about this today. I want to ask you and everyone in the chat room, what's the bravest or scariest thing you ever done? What's the bravest or scariest thing you ever done? And before you think about it, Senny, I want to share with you, okay? Before we get into the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. I think one of the bravest and scariest things I did was I inadvertently saved somebody, Senny. I was driving, and I was driving dirty. My license was suspended back in those days, Senny J.
Whoa.
And I was really driving. Like, I was coming off the George Washington Bridge. I was coming from one state to another state.
Right.
I've come off the George Washington Bridge. Just a quick question, guys. We don't usually do questions like this, but because we usually just jump right into it. But I just want, what is the bravest or scariest thing you ever done? So, Senny, I come from Jersey. It's late. I'm doing something inappropriate, obviously.
Right.
Even when I'm in Jersey, right. I get in the vehicle. I'm driving. My license is suspended. Back then. Right. I'm doing the bare knuckle drive. I don't want to get caught. I don't know if you ever been, folks. If you ever drove your life, put a number one if you ever drove suspended. Yeah. And Senny, so Senny, I come off the George Washington Bridge, entering into Manhattan, right on the lower deck. When you come off the lower deck, the exit is right there for going to the Major Deacon Expressway. If y'all familiar with the New York area, guys,
I hate the lower part.
Right.
I always try to go on.
Senny, I come off the lower deck of the George Washington Bridge, real dirty.
Right.
There's a car flipped over, Senny.
Whoa.
On its roof. The car's flipped over.
Right.
You hear the engine still running. You smell gas. Cars are stopped.
What?
Senny, I stop the car that I'm driving in that I'm not supposed to be driving in, Senny.
Right.
And without thinking, I park the car right in the middle of the road like everybody else. I run to the guy. I run to the car.
Yeah.
The car that's flipped over on the first exit over there when you get off the George Washington Bridge, heading to Albany or Queens, Major Deacon.
Right.
If you didn't, guys, if you didn't know, Major Deacon was a war hero back in the day. You might want to look that up. They go Major Deacon Highway, but who's Major Deacon? Nobody knows this guy. This guy was one of those guys from the Civil War, World War I. Senny, I get out the car. The car, you hear the engine, the transmission. You hear the car's still running, but the wheels are not moving.
Right.
Senny, I run over to the guy.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy from nowhere.
Right.
I pull this guy out of the car.
What? Who gave you the authority? No. No, but that's amazing. So you pulled him out.
But remember, I'm dirty. I was an alcoholic back then. See, Senny, people. Now the police, nobody's there. But when I don't know, like when as soon as you see the accident, people stop. It's a rubbernecking situation, right?
Right.
Senny, I pull this guy. The question, guys, is what is the bravest? What is the bravest or scariest thing you've ever done? Put that in the chat room. Good morning, Barbi. Senny, I pull this guy out the car. I smell the gasoline. I don't know how to pull somebody out of a car. I don't know if you learn anything. Senny, when I grabbed his shoulders, I pull him out the car. His head hits the divider in the door divider.
Oh my gosh!
Because remember, the car's upside down. So I just yanked this guy out the car. I drag him out the car, Senny J, into the middle of the road. Everybody's watching, Senny. People are starting to get out the car. The next thing, I pull him out the car. He's like, like it's a whole, everybody adrenaline's pumping, right, CJ?
Right.
The only thing I'm thinking is my blood alcohol is not good and I'm dirty. Senny,
At the moment?
at that moment, after I pulled him out the car,
Lord.
this is one of the scariest things I ever done. Senny,
Okay.
I pull him out the car.
Because you drunk.
I'm drunk and I'm suspended.
You're like, let's go. I got you, bro.
City, people are looking at me like, oh my God, this guy's a hero. City, I jump in that car and I sped off, nigga. City, I just left the scene.
After you took him out the car?
After I took him out the car.
You just, boom.
Bam!
Damn. What?
Gone. City, a violent kind of like, you know, when you take the car, you accelerate to the bottom of the pedal to the metal. City, I leave the scene of the whole. City, I was a hero.
But you don't
But
even
I
know what
couldn't-
happened.
but
what if the car blew up where you took him out at? Did you get him to safety?
City, yeah, no, I pulled them out. They're calling the police. I drag him out the car. The car is upside down. You could smell, like I should have never did anything like this. But I don't know why I did it. I just didn't even think. But the moment I busted his head busted the door, the divider on the door. That I saw. Now, he even went ow. I think him busting his head on the door was more horrific than him flipping over. And Senny, I dragged his ass out of that car. Other people started to get out the car. I get in my car and bam, gone.
Wow.
I didn't want to stay for the report.
I guess you did what needed to be done.
Right.
I didn't want to hang out because then here come the cops and the state troopers. Who did this? Him.
But he
Hey,
could have not got out by himself.
No, Senny, there was no way in hell he was getting out that car by himself. The car was flipped over. There was no way that this man was literally getting out this car unless they lift that car up and somebody. I don't know how that's done unless they took some tool and dragged him out. Luckily, he was in a position where I can grab him and drag him out the car upside down.
You assessed all that.
In 10 seconds.
Right.
But I didn't want.
Amazing.
City.
While he was drunk.
Now, this was one of the scariest, bravest things I ever did in my life. And the question is, and you guys think about it, what's one of the scariest or bravest things you ever did in your life? Before we get on to the show. Now, when I pull this guy out, you can smell the alcohol, you can smell all the stuff, you can smell everything. I mean the gas in the car, you can smell the alcohol on me. I pull him out. I jump in the car. Senny, I fast walk to the car. You ever did the fast guilty walk? Like, I
Yeah.
got to get the F out of here fast walk. Anybody ever did that? Senny, I did the fast walk to the car. I had my head down. I didn't want nobody to see me. I get in that car. The car's running. My car's running. The car that I'm not supposed to be driving in. And the next thing you know, Senny, Barbi Cologne and all of us, I didn't even look in the rearview mirror.
Just kept it pushing it. He gonna be all right. Look, he gonna be all right.
And never gave it another thought. That's one of the bravest or scariest things I've ever done in my life. But I wasn't able to, reap the rewards of saving another person because I didn't want no parts of any police reports because I was driving dirty. And my alcohol intake was crazy. So I got out of there. Now, this happened like it was nighttime too. It was like a Wednesday night or midnight. It was one of those type of, it was a lot of cars out there.
That's crazy.
But I saved somebody. It was scary. And I think it's one of the bravest things I've ever done. But I couldn't stay for the fame. I was like the drunk crusader.
Not the drunk crusader.
Not the Capes crusader, but the drunk crusader.
All right, Shawn.
And I freaking saved somebody's life, but it was scary because the car was turned upside down. And it's an optical illusion in a sense when you see a car turned upside and the engine is running. The wheels are not moving and you smell gas. Like this thing could have blew up.
Right.
Absolutely.
But Harvey, yeah.
You're ridiculous, Sean. But no, that's really great. I mean, I'm sure that guy, even though he got a bump on his head, he's thankful for what you did for him.
I'm sure he's glad your drunk ass was close.
Right. Anybody in the chat room? CJ, is there anything? Is there anything that you kind of?
Stacy Jackson. She said she had to work in Katrina for 4 days. She had to travel down there and work there. Is that right, Stacy?
Yeah.
And shout out to D Jones. He said he had to arrest his stepfather for robbing a bank.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
That's crazy.
What? Keeping it in the family. Just-
Not keeping it in the
that is very brave to do.
It is, because you could have helped him.
Now,
get away.
Stacy Katrina, right?
No, he
Right.
deserved to go to jail.
But you chose to.
D Jones, D Jones. We all know. We all know D Jones, and that's my guy. But D Jones, one thing I know about this young man is the fact that he's by the books, literally. Figuratively, he is by the books. He does everything by the books. He don't care. You know, he's in law enforcement. So it does make sense him arresting his stepfather. Now, Stacey Jackson. Now that whole thing was horrific. 20 years. It was 6. How many years was Katrina anyway? By the way?
Yeah, she said she was supposed to be there for 10 days, but she couldn't take it after 4.
Why? What she couldn't take?
She was around all the flooding and the
Bodies.
people and the bodies, I
And
guess.
bodies
and
floating.
Yeah.
in.
horrific conditions. What were you doing down there, Stacey? Like relief, like
She was
aid?
watching bodies float.
Sean, shut up.
Floating bodies.
That's horrible. Because all this is happening again. The flooding down there, people, the devastation, highways washed away. It's crazy.
Bobby,
right
there's
now.
anything in your life that you did anything remotely just it could be anything. I mean one of my another brave time, scary time I've had. I was in the Bronx one night, CJ Barbi Cologne. One of those one night stand joints, and this chick was ugly as hell. That was very brave of me to smash something ugly and walk out the door without nobody see me. It was like a covert operation. That was something very brave to do.
You're ridiculous. Well, I always tell everybody about, I've told you guys before. Well, first of all, right, childbirth.
I was just about to say that. Having a
Yeah,
child
well, yeah,
is brave and scary at the same time.
Well, let's talk about then. How was that experience, real
'Cause
quick?
You are the closest to death, for a female. That's like one of the times you will be closest to death ever in your life.
So what? So that was a brave and scary experience for
it's
you.
brave and scary, exhilarating and all that. You go through many emotions, Sean, when you're having a child.
I know. I've had many of child.
Not you. All you do is just help.
I've paid.
After that, you are done.
I literally told my
Child
mom.
support has nothing
Whatever,
comparison to
sure.
your near fatal death.
I
Yeah, all right.
My wallet died.
I kept telling my mom if I die. She was like, "Why do you keep saying if you die?" I was like, "I don't know, because I feel like I'm gonna die."
What, for childbirth?
Yeah.
Why
like
you feel
before,
that way?
I don't know. I don't know. I just thought I was gonna die. And then
Why?
I did it again because I didn't
And
know.
you did it again.
Because I didn't know what to expect. You don't know what to expect, and I'm like, I don't know if my body can do this. What if they don't come out? And then I was like, I don't want to get. I was like deathly afraid of getting a C-section. I did not want that. So I was just like, ugh. It was crazy. But I used to be a lifeguard.
Okay.
And like a little bit after I had gotten my certification,
Right.
A woman, it was just us in the pool area. It was like super early, and she was taking care of her baby. I think she was like changing its diaper or something. But we had like what are those called? Like a zero entry. It was like a waiting part of the pool. So the kids could like walk in.
Yeah.
And she was over here changing the baby, and she had another child, like probably like 2 or 3, and he was in the part of the pool. He was probably up to his thighs.
Yeah.
But he just went over like that in the water, like from his waist forward.
Yeah.
But he was still standing up. But he was like going like this. Like I guess he couldn't pick himself up.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm looking at him and I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh my God, he can't get up. So I ran over there and I picked him up and he was coughing a little bit, but he was okay. And the mom was like, oh my God. You know, she was like all scared and stuff. And I was like, it's okay. Like, you know, so I saved him. I guess it wasn't like, you know,
His head must have been too big.
something
He
so,
stand up.
I know it wasn't
Right.
something so dramatic, but it was scary for me because I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, you saved the baby.
And I helped him. Yeah.
I saved LaShawn Haynes Jones in Costa Rica a few weeks back. She was floating with the ball and she got a little unbalanced and the music is playing and I was the only one that saw her over there, you know, struggling a little bit. And I ran over there and raced over there and said, sis, I got you. Don't worry about it. Anybody else in the chat room saying anything? Saying just anything? It isn't that. I mean, it's nothing heroic if you did anything. I tell you one thing I did.
Prentice, why are you rolling your eyes? Is that about his story? I saved the baby. So you better fix your face.
All right. So I got just another one before we start the show. Back in the bike messenger days with Shaheed Johnson and Derek Lawson, right? I was riding my bike and I was making a delivery, right? And while I was riding my bike, I saw this black guy. I don't know why I say black guy, but it was a black guy. It was a black guy.
I hope that's a very important part of the story.
It is. It is.
But I sure hope so. He's a black guy. It better be a very important part.
I saw this black guy, right?
Ethnicities before they start. It's just needed. It's needed.
I saw this. Hey, maybe I was naive to the fact, but Barbi Cologne Senny, I saw this black guy, right? Mm-hmm. I'm riding my bike. The black guy starts running and snatched this white lady's like Chanel pocketbook.
What?
This is back in the day. Yo, he snatched it right off her shoulder and kept running. I'm on the bike. I see this all go down. I put my one gear bike, because remember I have a fixed gear bike. I don't even have like the free wheeling bike. I stepped on that pedal. He didn't even know that I was riding my bike right next to him. Senny, I jumped off the bike and tackled this guy.
Minding his business.
Now, I was naive to the fact of the black movement because right now I would just keep pushing. Yeah.
Like, that is not my business.
Right. Now, I could have literally been killed.
Right.
But the way I tackled him was unbelievable, and I hurt my shoulder.
I bet you did.
And the pocketbook drops. We wrestle on the floor, and he runs. And the lady goes, "Oh my God, thank you so much." And I just got back on my bike and kept it pushing.
You should have been like,
Right, I should.
reward, please. Your bag is worth a whole lot.
I thought that was brave and stupid.
Yeah.
But again, I didn't think.
Amazing.
Anybody else did anything weird in that chat room? As far as that's when I did that. That was crazy. I don't understand why I did that. I could have just called the police. I could have followed the guy. I don't know what I could have did, but
Yeah.
and here's one last thing before we continue on to the show. And I shared this story before. It was crazy. Back in my drug days.
The drug did.
Yeah, guys, I've clean 32 years of drugs. Back in the drug days, I was copping some cocaine, or some crack cocaine. And I was on this shady block, Barbi Cologne, on a weird Wednesday. And I knew that they sell crack on it, And I knocked on the door. That's how the crack door sounds. Mom, if you're listening, turn the volume down. And Barbi, I copped my 2 bottles of crack. Right? I walked down the steps, there's two guys on the corner, right?
Mm.
They started chasing me. And I started running. And I was light. I was like 130 pounds back then. You know what I mean? You never see an overweight crackhead.
Now you do, but back then you didn't.
Right? Barbi, I get to the corner, right? I'm running. I'm high and I'm running. And they're chasing me. I get to the corner. Barbi Cologne.
Yeah.
Two other guys started chasing me.
Damn, Shawn.
The two guys that started chasing me were the police.
Oh.
The other two guys stopped chasing me. The police started chasing me and they caught me and tackled me. I thought that was very brave.
Oh, because you was running from the police.
Yeah, I was running. I was running for my life. Of course, I got locked up and went to jail for that. Senny, anything else they saying in there before we get on to the show?
Naroma, shout out to Naroma. She said she walked in front of a gun and did not get shot.
What?
Praying
Yeah.
not to get shot. So,
What?
yes, Naroma.
What's that back? We need a backstory, Naroma.
Girl.
Roro, come on. We need a little more than that.
You know Naroma done lived the life, y'all.
Yes.
I think
She
Naroma
done
and
lived
I have
several
lived
lives.
4 lives.
Yeah, probably about 7.
I think
about
Naroma
7?
and myself is probably combined about 7 lives.
No, 7 each.
7 each.
Because y'all stories, I'm like, what the?
She stepped in front of a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
that's
somebody about to shoot at Naroma? Were you protecting someone?
I think the life that Naroma lived in myself, I think that was actually probably normal behavior back in those days.
Yeah.
Like, getting a gun put in front of you. That was very brave and scary.
Right.
Brave and scary at the same time.
One more before
We're
we
glad
start.
that you're here. Naroma.
I had that I thought I was going to die moment. Like you guys did with pregnancy. I was a little boy and I was in camp, Barbi Cologne. You know, we used to do summer camp in the hood. There was a summer camp right up the block from where we lived on Home Street in the Bronx. That's Intervale Avenue on Home Street of my beloved BX. And there was a daycare center that my mother, well, not like a day camp. Like my mother
Yeah.
would put me in this day camp for a few, weeks in the summer. You know, the typical day camp. We go to upstate New York or wherever we went. We probably went about 20 miles away, but I thought I was on Mars. I thought I was on the other side of the country. And we do a hiking trail like Senny usually like to do. And Barbi, I was on this hiking trail, and we had to climb up this little cliff, and I got stuck on the cliff.
Oh.
And I couldn't get to the top of the cliff, and there was like a little small stream, a little riverbed, about 30 feet below me. And I thought that I was gonna lose my balance and fall in this rocky, sort of half little cliff with a little riverbed down there that was about 30 feet. And I thought I was gonna die. And the camp guy, the camp, whatever they call it, camp guys. Counselors. He's another 17-year-old. To me, he looked like he was 30. He was like, grab the rocks, come on up, man.
Yeah.
And I grabbed that rock and I climbed up and I made it. And I thought that was so scary.
Yeah.
All right, what else, Senny? Who else?
That's all
All right, there you go.
I'm seeing right now, but I'm sure a lot of people.
Nobody had no scared and brave moments.
It's hard to have scary and brave at the same. Like,
Not scary the same, not the same one.
doesn't have
Either
to be at the
brave or
same-
scary. That's it.
I mean, I was in a car accident earlier this year. My car flipped over.
That right, Senny. That was scary.
Yeah.
How did that?
I don't even know how many times it flipped over, to be honest. I think it like twice at least. But I don't know. I felt like
How did it
when
feel?
it was happening,
Yes.
I had my seatbelt on, thank God, because, usually I don't have it on.
Right.
So I had it on. And I don't know. I just screamed. That's it. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening.
Did you think you was
I
gonna die or something like that when it was happening? Or
I
was it-
kind of did, because I was like, what if, I'm like, whenever an accident happens, I think about I don't know, you just like imploding or something, like something like the engine flying into your chest. I always think that.
Something crazy like that.
So I was like, what if something hits me right now? Like,
Right.
I didn't know what to do because everything happened so fast.
How did you brace yourself? Or there was no time for that because you had your seatbelt on?
There was no time to brace myself. I just
And just for the
it just
record,
happened.
guys, and get back into that, if you're a long-time listener, supporter, or family member, you know I've always preached to Senny to wear that seatbelt. We used to have fights in here. You know how we, guys, how we argue over the vaccine and COVID and all that? We used to have those type of fights about her wearing a seatbelt because she would always hit me with the government,
No,
the
it wasn't
government,
about the
hold
government,
on, the government, blah, 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 and
That's not
seatbelts
true.
will kill you.
Because I said, what if you get in a situation where
Seatbelts
you
will
have
kill
your
you,
seatbelt on
and you can't get out. Yeah, she's always said that. And the one time she had
It's
her seatbelt.
legit. Why do you think
The
they have
one time-
seatbelt cutters?
Okay,
I want to be free to move about the cabin.
Well, you'd
I
have
can't.
been,
You'd
you'd,
be free to move about if you
you'd
flopped
have
that
been,
damn windshield.
you'd have been tossed out of the cabin.
Right.
A scary moment again. Senny, I'm glad. Thank God thank God you're here for that. To share this story because
Yeah.
for car flipping over twice and all that. That is very scary. And one more. I smashed my car. I smashed my work van. I was in the Poconos 209 going towards the highway southbound in a snowstorm. And Barbi, I was driving too fast because they gave me a ticket for speeding. And I'm over there by the Marshall Creek area by this restaurant called Alaskan Pete's, and they had this kind of turn. One of those kind of 30-degree bends on the turn on the road. And I accelerated the van. The van is a back wheel drive van. It's a regular van. There's no way. I should have stayed my ass home. Or slow down.
Yeah.
And of course, the van goes into this 360 spin. First, it goes into the opposite lane. Thank God a car at that moment. A car wasn't coming. I was on the road by myself. It goes into I go into the opposite lane. Then it goes into a 360 spin, Barbie clone.
Oh, wow.
I felt like I was on Batman the Ride at Great Adventures. It goes into a spin about 3 times, Barbie, and it ricochets into the opposite lane on the shoulder, on the, on that mountain bed, in the embankment. I slam right into the embankment. I see this embankment coming at me at 100 miles an hour, Barbie clone. And when I hit it, my whole body projected right out of that seat, literally about 2 feet. I was literally on the windshield. The seat belt ricocheted me back into the seat.
See, them seatbelts save your life.
That was scary.
As hell.
Well, thanks, guys, just to share, any scary moments anyway, or brave moments. So, now, Roma, give us some details on that. I mean, if you can.
Yeah, she said a guy pulled out a gun on her and a friend when they were teenagers.
Oh my goodness.
That is scary.
Yes.
Boy.
That is very
And
scary.
now all the stories are coming up now. All right, listen, I'm just thinking before we shout out the room, and we're done with this. I don't want to bore everybody, but City, there are so many stories that are coming to my head now that I've been involved with scary and brave moments, more scary.
Yeah.
Princess said, one time I thought I was going to die in a hellhole on the hellhole ride in Coney Island because the ride goes fast and the floor drops. The ride goes around, the floor drops from under you. He said, I had on some windbreaker pants and I kept sliding down the wall. Nobody saw me, but I couldn't scream loud enough because the music was blasting. He said he thought he wasn't going to.
What, Prentice?
Well,
No, I'm laughing because they had one in Jersey too. It was the same thing, and I had on these little slippery pants, Princess. So I understand exactly what you said.
yeah, well, that's the first mistake you guys make. You wear windbreakers and slippery pants to amusement park. But that could be scary when you think that you could
ride's
die
gonna
and
kill
you're
you.
yelling. but the music is like this, like dumb-ish, like the music is too loud. And you're like, and nobody can hear you.
Like, stop.
And then you're dead. Like, and then that's when they cut the music off.
Yeah.
Speak. Go ahead, Barbi.
LaShawn Hayes Jones says she's too embarrassed to tell her stories.
I did a similar story like that. It was a scary moment. I bungee jumped at Six Flags. It was 10 stories high. I was scared for the moment. But after I jumped, I just let it go because I was honestly, I was going through a lot then, and my relationship was ending with my baby mother. And when relationships are ending, you want to do whatever. You come out your pocket, you spend some money. Let's go here, let's go there to try to rekindle the relationship. But it was done by then. So I was like, let's go to Great Adventures. I'm trying to save my relationship. Let's take these kids. And while we were there, she was like, nope, I can't do this. But we had Great Adventures. Like my breakup is happening at the park. And I was like, I'm sorry, because of course, like I always share, 99% of my failed relationships because I've caused them. I've said that tons of times. And I'm like, we could work this out. And, you hear the Batman the ride, everybody. I'm buying popcorn. I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm giving my stepson extra love.
Spending extra bread.
You want to do extra love for all the stepkids to kind of get back into good graces with the mother. And, and I had a child by her. So I'm trying to save my relationship, and she's like, F that, blah, 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 we holding. And I walked past they had the bungee line right there. They had the bungee line, and I saw the bungee, and that thing was literally looked like it was about 200 feet in the air. And in my distress with arguing with my baby mother about saving the relationship, I looked, and I was like, I'm a bungee jump. And that was kind of like my motivation because I was just like, did I want to kill myself?
Yeah, that's probably going through your crazy ass mind.
Did I'm gonna die right in front of you, bitch. Like, I don't know if that was the case.
Oh.
And then and before that moment,
Ridiculous.
I think maybe I could win her back.
Right.
Oh, because it showed how brave you were.
Yeah, how brave I was.
Right. Oh.
And for that moment,
It worked.
I went up and I was
Never
like,
gonna work.
I was like,
Right.
strap me in, bro. Strap me in. My heart was like, I was like, boom, boom, boom. Like, it was crazy because I never did anything like that. Blah, 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 blah. And it was this wasn't no 30 feet, 100 feet. When I got to the top of the bungee jump panel or whatever that tower, whatever it is,
The tower.
I could see New York.
I bet. Yeah.
You could see the horizon. I was above the tree line. It was crazy. So my baby mother, her son, my daughter, whatever, they all looking at me. I could still see in her face how pissed off she is and how this is done. While I was jumping, I'm staring at her jumping down. Like, bitch, I love you.
This is for you.
This is for you, bitch.
What a life. I swear.
Bridget said, I'm going to die right in front of you, bitch.
I'm going to die here. I don't want no other penis, and that's for JJ.
Oh, goodness. Right, Princess. It sure enough don't, because the bungee
It
jumping
never
does
works.
not save relationships.
It doesn't, right? Does never work. Never work.
hilarious.
2 days later, it was over.
It was over that day.
But I did pay $40 for a picture of me staring at her coming down the bungee jump.
I would love to have seen that picture.
Wow. Your whole life together. That's hilarious.
Okay, so listen, we want to show the chat room some on this weird Wednesday, and then we'll get into some hours, guys. So we appreciate you guys, and we get into a few announcements. There's folks in the chat room. But what's so funny?
listen.
No, I was thinking about this was kind of scary for me.
Okay. It's all coming out now. Pause.
I was like, I don't know how old I was. I think I was like, no, I had to be like at least 17, right? My parents, they left to like go somewhere, some convention or something stupid. They left for like 2 or 3 days. So I was like, I'm going to have a party. It's not even that funny. I'm just right. So I invited all these people to my house. Everybody, and this is like around the time too that like I had just met my children's father. So I was like, oh yeah, bring all your friends too, right? So I have all these people at my house. My sisters are like, what are you doing? Right? So we're all chilling. But it was like a lot of the people like I knew, you know what I mean? So we were all just chilling, whatever, doing whatever. At one point I was outside and I was like, and a car, because we had already been there for like a few hours. So a car rolls up, but it's coming up slow. And I think it's my parents, right? So I'm like, oh my God, my parents are here. Because they're coming up the driveway so slow. Oh my God, I think eyelashes falling up. They're coming up the driveway so slow that I'm like, I think it's like my parents assessing the situation. And like, you guys don't understand, like my dad. He is like I call him the Trinidadian tyrant. Like he's just so crazy. And so I got scared. I was like so scared. And so I'm like telling everybody because we have a really long driveway. So I ran back into my house and I'm like, my parents are coming. I was like, everybody just has to get out, like just go somewhere, right? So they're like, what the fuck? Right? So my friends like run into like the tree.
Oh my God.
People are hiding in my basement. Like it was like chaos. And I'm like, I know they see people running, right? Yeah. But then I'm like, all right, whatever. Let me go to the door. Right. Because they didn't come in. Right? Like, I'm like, what's happening? So I go outside and it wasn't my parents. It was like some more people. And they were like, oh, is this where the party is? You know, it was one of my friends. And I was like, yes. I was like, why? I was like, I didn't know you were coming. I was like, I thought you were my parents. So then I go to like get everybody back. Yeah. And I'm like, you guys, it's okay.
Yeah. False alarm. False alarm.
So I'm like in the trees, and they're like, "No, I'm leaving." Yeah. Somebody like scraped their foot because I like. And it was like the woods. They were like literally in the woods.
Oh man!
Running from my. So that was a scary thing.
That's definitely scary.
I did
getting caught by your parents.
Yeah, but it was good. I was able to get away with it. We had the party. They left, and that was that. So it was fun.
Is it safe to say
my
that
children's
Linda
father's
doesn't?
left over.
Right, and you got the smash going on.
But no, that was fun. They cleans up. It was cool. Like it wasn't like a wild party. It was just like a get together gathering.
Did your smash in your parents' room?
No.
Like, that's what you should have did.
Everybody has their own room.
Oh, so they smashed in their own room, Shawn. Not the parents' room. You know?
They still have their own rooms. That's scary.
But no, that was scary. That was the when you're about to get in trouble.
Right.
Oh, I know.
I wanted to die.
I
right
have.
there.
All right, before we shout out, I got one more. See, that is
Shawn, I'm sure you could fill up a book. Go ahead.
See, that's a funny story. They all scraped up in the woods and scared
like
and in the basement and just.
And some of these people are like grown people. Yeah, like they were like in their 20s. Like
a lot of weed and alcohol in the house. I could picture all of that right now.
No, it was just. Like
and if it was your parents, they would have saw all of that anyway. What are you talking about?
I know. They would have been like, whew.
Okay, so before we shout out, doing one more real quick.
I'm like,
scary moment. Shaheed Johnson was a part of this. We was in junior high school, Senny J, Barbi Cologne, and everybody in the chat room. Welcome to the show. We're Wednesday. We'll shout out the room in a minute. I hope you guys enjoying it. Are people in the chat room?
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm only talking to you and Senny and Princess.
So is that not good enough for you?
Anymore.
Exactly.
Whatever. See, people get dope, boy. Get a little
little
audience. Get dope.
So here we go. I'm in junior high school, and there was some kind of Saturday night teen party. You know those teen parties. And it was kind of one of the first times I left the nest. I had to get out of that house. My parents' house. Very dysfunctional situation. And I go up the road up to, Forest Projects, McKinley Projects in the Bronx, right? And when we started drinking beer, now I'm a teenager, and we was drinking beer. We was drinking that Old English and that Cokie 900 or whatever it was. There was no Hennessy back in those days. There was none of that. There was Remy Martin was on that was drinking that back in that day. And my mother, this is a church-going woman, and very disciplined young lady. My father was alcoholic and all that, right? Yeah. So we get drunk as hell, and I get sloppy drunk. Like the first time you ever get the first time you ever get drunk as a teenager. It's usually a horrific experience, and unfortunately some teenagers die because it's just too much alcohol intake.
Right.
I was so drunk. We were so drunk that we thought we won the NBA championship. And they was taking the beer and throwing it on. You know how they go in the locker room and they throw the beer and the champagne all over people? They threw beer all over me. Right? I don't know. Is Shaheed Johnson in the chat room?
I don't see it.
So Senny, I'm so drunk I can't even walk. Right? This is a Saturday night and it's early. It's like 7 o'clock in the evening on a Saturday night. My mother and father, they're home. The typical couple that's in the crib. Like they're going out days were like done at that point. You know what I mean? Unless it was a special occasion or somebody died.
Right.
They're sitting in the house that Saturday night. I guess the Jeffersons are on or whatever. All in the Family, whatever was on TV at that time. MASH. Sanford and Son and all that, right? They sitting there watching, right? Watching that stuff on TV. Shaheed. I remember Shaheed. I got to call. I remember Shaheed. I don't know if someone helped Shaheed Johnson. Barbi Cologne. They dragged me we walked about 15 minutes. They dragged me 15 minutes to my house, where my mother lives today. Still right there today. Barbi Cologne. They put me in front of my parents' door, bang on the door,
And all that.
and hauled ass.
Yeah.
My mother opens up the door and yells, "Jesus Christ."
She was like, Jesus.
And then after that, she goes, "Shawn, my coat is on backwards. I'm drenched in beer. I'm drunk as a 16-year-old, right? 15-year-old, whatever else was, right?
Yeah.
Talking about the parents' bedroom." See, my mother opens up the door. Maybe this was some passive-aggressive behavior on my part. I make a beeline in my drunken stupor right to my parents' bedroom, see? Bust the door open in my parents' room and start throwing up on the bed.
Yeah. W.N. Dixon said they house party your ass, Shawn. They did a move from house party.
My sister drags me out of the room, puts me into our room, and that was my first drunk experience.
You got your ass whooped.
Wow.
They probably did. I wouldn't even know it.
Oh, yeah.
My mother's gonna be mad at me sharing this story, but that was
some nerve, Shawn.
that
You
was
got
a scary
some nerve.
that was a scary moment.
Yeah.
All right, so let's what we're gonna do is we're gonna show the chat room some love on a weird Wednesday. I think we had our own bunch of weird stories before we get into to the weird stories with City News, and we appreciate you guys so much for coming out. So, guys, if you don't mind, put some hearts in the chat room on a weird Wednesday. We definitely appreciate you guys, and we want to show you some love because without you guys, we wouldn't be here. Where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room, hey, where the hearts at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the heart's at?
Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
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 For what? Hey, for what? One more time, guys. We want to show you some love. Where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? In the chat room. Hey, where the hearts at? Senny, let's go.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey,
Where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
Hey, where the hearts at? Where the hearts at? Where the hearts? Come on.
Turn down for what?
For what? For what? For what? For what? For what? Hey.
For what?
Hey.
For what?
Ooh, we have
Scary and bravest moments, please, if y'all don't mind. Put it in the chat room.
terrible Lee Scott in the building. Hey, Lee, good morning to you. Shout out to
Remember about Lee's big baby shower this weekend, guys. This Friday. Come on out and hang out with us, man. We're super excited about that. Our first baby shower, and today what? Today's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yep.
2 days.
And a couple of days. So
Yeah.
you guys hang out with us.
It'll be fun. Can't
right.
wait.
I think so.
Ruth Elizabeth Camargo is here. Hey, Ruth, good morning to you. Shout out to LaShawn Hayes Jones. Good morning.
Hey, LaShawn.
Hey, girl, hey.
Share your moments.
She said she is too embarrassed to share her
You better
moments.
share those moments, LaShawn. I know
Share.
you got a lot.
I understand, LaShawn. Some things I can't share either, girl. Yeah. they go-
Share.
Some things just got to take to the grave with you. Younger Nut is in the building. Hey, Younger Nut, good morning to you.
God bless him.
Hey, young Annette.
Shout out to Lynette Serrano. Hey, Nat girl.
Hey,
Yes.
Lynette.
Your
Good
tea.
morning.
Yes, good morning.
Love her.
Um,
And shout out to Lynette. Lee said he got gifts from her and you, Barbie,
Yeah,
and
and
Vanetta
Vanetta.
the other day.
Yep.
So shout out to you guys. Hopping on the
Yeah,
boat.
you know, let's keep showing. Gotta keep going.
Shout out
let's
to,
show everybody. Let's show Lee some love.
Stacy Jackson at the Jackson Cafe.
cannot
What
be
up,
playing that
Stacy?
music.
Good morning. Vanetta said, are we going to have
Turn
mimosas?
off the music.
She said we're going to have mimosas on Friday.
Yeah, come on down Friday if you're local.
Turn off
hang out
David
with us.
Jimenez is here. Hey, David. Good morning to you. Shout out to Vanetta George. Hey, Vanetta. Good morning. Frazier Johnson. Lisa is here. Hey, Frazier.
We might. Did you have liquor at your baby shower, Barbie?
No.
They have
I
what?
had liquor at my baby shower, and hardly anybody drank. And I was like, "You guys, why is nobody drinking?"
Because it's a baby shower. They ain't
I
really
was expecting
supposed
people to
be.
take shots. I spent like $500 on liquor. I had
Did
all
you take
types
a shot?
of liquor. No, but I was like, I wanted it to be like, I wanted people to drink. I had like a whole thing of beer, like Heineken's,
No.
Coronas, all this stuff, Hennessy,
'Cause,
Bacardi,
you know,
like
the mom not
everything,
supposed,
and
not supposed
juice.
to drink, so they kind of honoring the mother. Why would you have alcohol?
No, that's
I
not
don't
true.
know.
Yes,
So
it is.
You know
I
how
don't
many
know.
ghetto baby showers I've been to on the turn up?
You said
It was
the right
right
word.
at my mom's house.
You said the right word. Ghetto.
Oh no. Well,
Did you guys have liquor at your baby shower? I mean, we can have mimosas. We can do it up on Friday. Look, it's Labor Day weekend too. Don't get me started.
no doubt. Bring the liquor
But I guess
We having
if
snacks?
not- yeah.
Y'all want me to cook something up or something? You know?
if you want.
All right. Well,
Yeah, Barbie,
snacks
you
it
should-
shall be.
Yeah, Barbie.
Snacks
Make
we will
something.
have.
Make your little. You be making a whole bunch of stuff over there. Whoop something up. A little cupcake or something. A little cake. A little tart or something.
Little tart.
I don't know what you're doing in that kitchen over there, girl.
Girl, I do all
You were
kinds of stuff
cooking
in
the
that
other
kitchen.
day. What were you
Last night.
making?
Last night I made.
Oh, it was
some,
last night?
Chicken rasta pasta.
Ooh, I've
Well, now she's in a new relationship. She should be getting slonged out in that kitchen. Have you been slonged out in the kitchen yet? I mean, you just put
We
all
just-
that all the improvements. You got that white museum type kitchen in there. You might as well get slunged out.
The kitchen actually is great and not white. It's just a really
It looks
light
white
gray.
online.
Yeah.
Have you got slunged out in the kitchen?
Anywho,
Hold on, wait.
You know,
Not
Barbie's
Robo,
not gonna
Robo
say
Johnson.
that.
Exactly, like I'm talking about business.
Senny. Recently, my wife and I, we had a slong session in the kitchen.
Tanya
was-
is gonna whip your ass. You keep it up. She gonna kick your ass.
We had a slong. It was inverted. It wasn't even planned out. Then all of a sudden, it was planned out. Next thing you know, we slamming in the kitchen. Senny, have you ever got slonged out in the kitchen?
Yeah.
Of course. You miss those days, don't you?
Something to think about.
Barbie, have you ever been slonged out in the kitchen?
You know, some things you have to keep to yourself.
Oh my God, Barbie, are you serious? You ever had sex in the car? You gonna keep that to yourself too?
No, I have sex in the car. I
Oh,
have
but you
sex
can
in the
say that,
kitchen.
but not in the kitchen.
I've had sex in the kitchen.
Of course. So that wasn't painful.
I mean, everywhere in your house you should have. You should
Yeah,
have left
exactly.
it.
So why is it so painful for you to say you had sex in the kitchen? That's normal.
I mean, everywhere in your house you should bless.
Oh, now you're advocating it, but
no,
you
just really. I'm just joking.
Oh.
No, you really should have sex everywhere in your house.
have you slonged out the new boo in the kitchen yet?
I have not.
You better
Not
hurry
yet,
up.
Not yet.
You better hurry up. To try something new already.
I have
The
people
relationship
living-
is new. It's still
You
got to
know,
do
we
new
have
things.
People living with us. Well, me, not us. Me, people living.
Did he move in yet?
No.
That'll be happening soon.
What?
It's getting cold.
Oh, okay. Well, he has a home. He has a home.
He'll be moving in soon. It's not wrong.
John
And you can still
Robinson.
hold on. Wait a minute. You can still slung. Hold on. John Robinson. Special shout out to you. You can still slung them down in the kitchen when people in there when they sleep in the middle of the night or something. You know, late night creep. Little quick
No, you
30-second
can't,
slong session. Get creative, Barbie.
Not when you vocal. Gotta, gotta keep it.
Well, then shut your mouth. Pause.
Shut the.
I don't know. Shut your. I won't say that.
I-
No, shut your mouth and give him something to work with. Get in that kitchen right now.
Letitia Briscoe is here. Hey, Letitia.
Hey, girl. How
Ladies,
are you?
put a number one chat room. You ever got slung down in the kitchen? Come on, that's
Vanetta
easy.
said she was crawling up a 6-foot
Of
kitchen island.
Of course, Vanetta was.
Right.
LaShawn Hayes Jones said she got caught by police having sex in the car in Rockaway.
Nice. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Wild.
That's
you never
what I'm
had sex in the
talking.
car?
Yeah.
Of course, she's had sex in the car.
But
That was like sex
She
on
got,
the
but she got caught with the police. That's dope. And then Vanetta on the kitchen island. That's dope too.
I know
So-
he knows
Feet up.
Oliver LaShawn. I know Sean knows it. He want to be all in your business. I know.
I don't want to be in nobody. It's just a basic question. I mean,
Whatever.
had LaShawn Brown Oliver, have you ever had sex in the kitchen? I mean, it's just a basic question. People like, I don't want to tell. Well, you should.
Tracy Ray, the godfather of Solar.
just make sure you clean up.
Tracy
after.
Ray
Yeah.
is here.
I'm
What's
for
up,
sure Tracy Ray has sex in the kitchen. Pause.
Some of his stories, I don't know.
You know,
I'm like,
you know what I'm saying? That's just
can I be
normal. I think if
believable?
you never had sex in the kitchen, then that's an issue.
That's not true.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
Why?
It's very
People
erotic
like
to
to
have
keep it
sex in
re-
the kitchen.
People like to keep it regular. There's a lot of people that don't like
Some
to.
people like vanilla. I mean, regular. Regular.
Let's go to the
Regular.
bed. Let's go to the bedroom.
Right.
Where it
Come on,
all
man.
goes down.
You're
where
slung out in the
magic happens.
bathroom, all over the place, man. Come on.
There's nothing wrong with you if you like to keep it.
Right. If you like to keep
What
it
about
in the
like-
bedroom,
what
behind
about-
closed
what about the-
doors. You don't want to get it all over your surfaces and
Right, you
whatever.
gotta
What
be
about on the couch?
couches where other people sit on.
If we pay for the couch, we getting slung out on the
This is
couch.
my damn couch. Look, you don't want to sit, stay your ass up or stay your ass home. Oh, wait.
Come on, man. listen,
saying.
listen. The world's coming to an end soon. Get slung out, in all type of places,
On the dining room table.
all over.
Thanksgiving.
World's coming to an end. You better get slung. You're gonna miss it.
There's nothing wrong with getting
told
slung
you-
out in your room.
I told you. I told you like I shared
Nothing
this.
at all.
I shared this with you guys before. For you can continue shouting out the room. I'm a getting ready. I'm ready for when the world comes to an end. I got my yell game up. I got my one Jesus and my yell game up. And what I
like,
tell you, when
Jesus, that's it.
when I'm getting come, I'm gonna get butt ass naked because I don't like wearing clothes anyway. And I'm gonna run out in the street butt ass naked before that media hits this earth, yelling out and making love to myself. I'm out of here. I'm prepared. Y'all better get prepared.
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, you better.
Jobana Williams said, I was in the woods in the back of a pickup truck. She said, my back was killing me.
Well, then he got slung out, but that's a good look. I mean, maybe a little bit, maybe uncomfortable a little bit, but at least you're a little adventurous, at least.
Yeah.
With your nasty ass. I love
So
nasty.
crazy.
Ladies, put men and women, put a number 1 if you're nasty as hell. I know Harvey is. Senny recorded me smacking my wife's ass at my wedding. Right, Senny?
Yeah, I did. I was like, Sean just want to tap
Yeah, I
something.
just want to tap something right there.
Lee Scott said he was in the park by the playground one time. It started raining right at climax. It was awesome.
That's right. See, let's clap, man. That's what I'm talking about. Come on.
Yeah, mine.
Oh, my goodness.
Get
I tell
nasty,
you.
everybody. Yeah, who else?
Oh, Princess Cox. Good morning, Mr. Robinson. Hey, Princess.
Princess is nasty. He probably has sex everywhere.
We know he
honey.
did some things with his
It's
little
not, and there's nothing wrong with that. You tell you, Armageddon's coming. You better get ready. Y'all sitting there rehearsing and practicing Bible scriptures that you're not even going to use on that fiery death. You better get your yell game. Senny, how's your yell game? This is mine. Ah! Senny, how's yours? Barbi, how's yours?
City, what was that? Ain't nobody gonna hear
Here,
that.
one more time. Here's mine. Ah! Senny, go ahead. Barbi, go ahead.
I'm like,
Barbie, that's yours?
yeah, something like
That's right. You better practice it.
Right, you gotta get it out.
Ain't no way in hell you gonna pick up a Bible when it's time for it to all go down.
I don't think you gonna need a little more. They ain't gonna hear that.
I hope I'm not awake.
I want to be awake. I want to see it.
I want to be sleeping.
I want to
wanna
see it.
be
I'm going to
asleep.
embrace it. Time to go. Ah!
I don't think it's gonna be as dramatic as we think.
I think it is.
I don't know.
Oh, and a nice curse word just to get on out of here.
He was like, yeah.
We gonna
F
see.
all of you. Ah! Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Frida Neely is here. Hey, Frida. Good morning to you.
Morning, Frida.
Get your
Hey,
get your
Nikki.
yell game together, everybody.
I'm weak.
Nikki O Pretty O, Nikki So Pretty O on Instagram. Hey, girl.
Hey.
Dan Fury on Instagram. Hey, Indian Virgin Hair on Instagram. Hey, Fragrance of Fedoras on Instagram. Hey, y'all. Hey. Derek Lawson is in the building. Hey, Derek. Good morning to you.
He's got to make a left turn to go to work because he's loved the fresh room break it.
Yeah. He was on the phone the other day, Barbie. He said, "All right, I'll talk to you later. I gotta go. I gotta make a left."
What the hell? Okay, we'll make you laugh.
Derek, I'll be in the Orlando area for 3 days in November, the 19th through the 21st. I'll be in the Orlando area.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
For the 3 days in November before Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving. Go ahead, Bob.
Kenny B. Winning is here. Hey, Kenny. Good morning to you. Shout out to Natalie Wright. Hey, Natalie. Good morning. W.M. Dixon is in the building. What's up, cousin? Hey. Ken Black is in the building. What's up, Ken?
Ken, what's the scariest or bravest thing you ever did?
Yeah, shout out to
one of them.
Jobina Williams. Hey, girl. Comedian Fig is in the building. What's up, comedian?
That's my
Fig?
guy. Fig is hilarious. Y'all follow my guy. He's funny as hell.
Shout out to Julius Galashaw. Hey, Julius. D-Lo is in the building. Good morning, D-Lo. Deirdre Jackson is here. Hey, Deirdre. Good morning. Shout out to Danielle Williams. Hey, Danielle. Good morning.
Hey, Danielle.
What's up, beautiful? Tracy Burke is in the building. Cindy's admirer. He got a crush on you, girl.
What is she saying?
Trey?
He's like, good morning, Cindy. You beautiful. Good morning, Cindy. I love your dimples. I was like, hey.
He's saying that in the chat room?
Yes.
Tracy, where are you from, Tracy?
And is this somebody you smashed
And
back
he
in the
don't speak
day?
to nobody but Cindy.
Tracy, you're gonna have to come in here. You're gonna say hi to the chat room. Say
Girl,
hi
he
to
don't care
everybody.
about nobody but
say
you,
good
girl.
morning to Sean. Say good morning to Barbie. Say good morning to me. And tell me, are you married?
Cindy.
You're coming in here every day saying I'm so beautiful.
Right, he's like,
And your
Really?
page don't have
He
no
do.
nothing on it.
So that's not him.
He hasn't been here for a while. And then he'll like come in and start saying stuff. Are you trolling me?
he might
Do I
be.
know you, Tracy?
He might be.
Yeah,
girl.
he'd probably be one of you. He's one of your exes.
Uh-oh. Jersey girl for life. On IG. Hey,
That's
Sarah.
crazy.
Good morning.
What? I have a secret admirer, Sean.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
It just
Is
gets
it-
scary
is
when
this
they
guy?
find out where you live.
What's his name
I don't know.
again? What's his name?
Tracy Burks.
Tracy Burks. Call in 570-982-69 and stop this nonsense, bro.
He could be an
Hold on,
admirer.
Let me finish.
Sure, hey.
There's a grown man talking to another grown man. Okay. Hold on, before you finish.
I
Before,
love Jabina's comment. She said, "Are we singing again?"
Oh.
We only do that once, girl.
hold on.
Well, did we sing for Senny?
Let-
Well, a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Let me say this.
We're gonna sing again.
What's this guy's name again? Tracy
Tracy
Burks.
Burke.
Tracy Burks. Knock it off. Enough is enough. You can continue to say good morning, of course, obviously, but it's becoming a little weird now. So, and you know it's getting weird. You know it is. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other people looking at you, reading your comment. I'm grateful that you're here on the show. I appreciate you. Every morning you're constantly saying something to Senny, and only Senny, which is I don't have any. I'm not even in the chat room, bro. So I get it. But now you're not saying anything to nobody else in the chat room. We go to we're gonna investigate your page, bro.
I know, and then I think he leaves.
And then
Yeah,
you
he
go
just-
to your
that's it.
page. You have no activity. You got you got one of those one picture profiles and nothing else, and no comments and none of that.
Let me go back again.
Tracy, call in 570-982-6950 because this enough is enough. You're a grown man like me, okay? If you're in a relationship, that's fine. Just say what it is. But all this strolling, trolling, and spying and all that, cut it out. I don't know. God forbid what you're doing in Senny's pictures or whatever. I hope you're not doing nothing really weird. Let me see real quick. Barbi, let me see Senny's phone
He's
real quick.
from Newark.
Let me see if I even know this guy. Let me see.
Let me see if I even know this guy. It's you do trucking. You're a trucker.
That's what he said.
You truckers. That was in his occupation. It said OTR. I think it's on the road trucking, over the road.
Yeah, over the road.
Tracy.
I know how you truckers are.
Tracy.
Dealt with one or two back in my day.
All right, Tracy. All right, Tracy. It seems like you're active on the board, my friend. Every once in a while. There's a picture of you too. I see. Dude, come on. You're a normal guy.
Yeah, that's him.
You're a normal guy. Say hello to everybody else. Here you go. Heavy ass phone. Listen, Tracy, say hello. Say hello to everyone else and stop with the just saying beautiful to Senny in the morning.
Don't hate on Senny. Let him.
I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm just saying.
You have to call Shawn beautiful too.
I want you. Yeah, call me beautiful. But there's Barbi sitting here too. But I'm just saying, stop. He can't call you beautiful, Barbi.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I said I'm good.
My whole thing is this, sir. Call it
WM
5
said he said he's trying to pull up and drop a load on you. Senny J.
Oh well, maybe.
Maybe he is, girl.
Call in, brother. 570-982-6950. Cut this nonsense out.
Now, Princess, I have no idea who that is, baby. He said he Ken and Barbie. Now, everybody from Newark like Ken and Barbie. I know it's a lot of us.
Just call in, bro. 570-982-6950 because just be a part. I know you're part of the chat room, but just stop it, cut it out. Who else, Barbi?
I want to eat a slice of pizza.
Johnny Whipple is this early today?
I know, like a really good with some garlic on it. All right, go ahead. Maybe I
My
can find
cousin said, "Hell no, he not." That's right, cuz he is not related to us. We don't know.
You don't know that.
Girl, he ain't.
All that going on with
I
your
saw the
father and
pictures.
everybody else.
No,
you don't
that-
know who's who in Newark with your family. Who
My
else?
father ain't really from Newark. My father made most of his kids other places.
Well, he's from Newark. He's did a lot
Jacqueline
of damage
Davis
in
is
Newark.
here. Hey, Jacqueline. Good morning to you.
Hey, Jacqueline.
Hey, cousin.
Hold
hey, girl.
on, Jacqueline, live long. This your cousin?
Yeah.
Jacqueline, live long. There's not a lot of Jacquelines out there, and that name is I don't think they're using that name anymore. The name Jacqueline was really hot in the 70s and the 80s, in the 90s. It's done now. So live long, Jacqueline, and hold that name up. It's an old school name.
Where can I
God
find
bless.
pizza right now?
Tanya Washington is here. Hey, Tanya. Good morning to you. Shout out to Nelson Adrian. Hey, Nelson. Good morning. Marcus, Mr. One Emoji Johnson is in the building. Hey, Marcus. and Schick Dixon. William, that's your son or somebody? That's your kid, Dixon? Because I don't have to mean Dixon in the chat room. List his family. This is probably one of my little cousins.
Right.
Those are all the names that I have seen in the building today. If you guys want to get shouted out, just come on in and say hi.
That's right. We truly appreciate all of you guys. Definitely make sure that you stay connected with us. The Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team business page. Make sure that you like and follow that on Facebook. We also have a group page that's connected off that, the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team group. The group is popping. Make sure you guys add yourself, add 50 friends, re-add people you just met, invite them into the group, share your funny memes and videos. We also have, we're also on YouTube. Make sure you follow us on there. Shout out to Tanya Lynette, holding it down over there on YouTube. So make sure you guys subscribe and join us over there. We're also on iHeartRadio. We're also on Comedy World Net. Shout out to Angel and Crystal out there in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys follow them over there. And we truly appreciate it. Like and follow and share this page. All this information.
Share it.
All right, well, thank you so much, ladies. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so Sunday, September the 26th, 2021, we having the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team Charity Bowling Tournament down at Bar Dunn Lanes at 3700 St. Nicholas Street in Eastern Pennsylvania. The doors open up at 12 noon. We start bowling at 4, and at 1 p.m. and it goes to 4 in the afternoon. We have several local businesses that are involved in this with teams, and we're excited about that. And we are donating all monies to this event to the Allentown Rescue, a men's rescue center in Allentown, and also Mission and Safe Harbor in Easton. So, guys, if you want to donate or you want to participate, feel free to get in touch with myself or LaShawn Oliver for your donation. So we already have 6 teams involved already. We got the Shawn Harvey Morning Show team. We have Indigo Lounge, we have the Iron Mill, Jackson Cafe, and more Scratch Juice. So my whole thing is this, guys. If you want to get involved in this event, hit one of us up, and we're gonna bowl for fun on and for a great cause on Sunday, September the 26th in Eastern Pennsylvania. So we'll put I'll post it in the chat room today, and we'll talk about it. We're accepting donations. If you can't make it, if you can't make this event, we would kindly ask for you to donate. I got some of my comedian friends donating as well. So we're doing this for a good cause. So y'all come on out and have a good time. Best of Both Worlds, October 17th at the Iron Mill, 831 South Delaware Drive. Come on out. The after party will be hosted by the one and only Will Tracks. So we're gonna come on out. We're gonna have a great time. So that's Sunday, October the 17th. We would love for you guys to come on out. Also, Ultimate Soul Escape 2022 is on deck. I'll have the flyer this weekend and all the information. If you went to Ultimate Soul 2021, we had a great time. Now it's upon us again. Deposits as low as $200 to get you going, and we'll release all the information and locations where we're going in a few weeks. But come on out to Ultimate Soul Escape. Your boy Shawn Harvey be in the building. Shawn Harvey Morning Show. All your folks, if y'all want to come on out, let's have a good time. So we'll talk about that. Also at the Iron Mill, we got a comedy show at the Iron Mule as well, September the 12th. My man Bill Levy from the Howard Stern Show, he's in the building, so y'all come on out and let's have a good time. So, Senny, I guess what we'll do right now, we'll do some, you know what I mean? Special shout out to Mark Hall and Diane Hall for this beat.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Front page news, y'all, with Senny J. Hay. Front page news, why? S to the E and double N-Y, and you can't deny how. She got the front page news, y'all. She got the facts, y'all. She's not the rap, y'all. That's Senny J. Hey, S to the E double N-Y, and she always look fly. That's Senny J. She got the news, y'all. She got the news.
Page news, y'all.
There you go.
Yeah, I have the news. I'm gonna get started with some weird news for you guys really quickly. A French woman is arrested on charges of stealing from corpses at a funeral home. A woman in northern France has been arrested for allegedly stealing jewelry off a corpse while attending a wake at a funeral home. While at the funeral home last week, family members of the deceased noticed an unidentified woman. They reported that the woman, reportedly in her 60s, claimed to be a friend of their relative, so they allowed her to be alone near the open casket to have a moment to grieve. However, when the family returned, they noticed that their loved one's ring, earrings, and necklace was missing and alerted authorities. During their investigation, police learned that the mysterious woman lived nearby the parlor, and they found the jewelry and access codes to enter rooms at the funeral home. In addition, they spotted the missing wallet from another deceased person and multiple death notices. It was unclear how the woman intends to plead to the theft charges, and she is expected to go to court sometime next year. Very strange. Ma'am, I guess she figured this is an easy thing to do because she can just take from them and nobody would notice. But people, they dress their loved ones with their things. So they're going to know it's missing, ma'am, unless she was going like at night. I don't know. Can you open up a casket after it's closed like that? Like, I don't know.
It's not, it's not locked. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
you can open it.
I don't know. Unfortunately, it seemed like normal behavior to me in the times that we live in today with this polarized society. We don't have no feelings for nothing anyway. And the COVID-19 and the 23 environment, and people are struggling for money. And even if they have money, they still stealing things. So you think that they're gonna have immunity over a corpse? And I say that respectively. They're not gonna do that. They're going to take the gold chain off and they're going to sell it because nobody cares. And everybody's, like I said, you better get ready for Armageddon because it's going down. Wow. It's going down. And for this woman to violate, I mean, it's one of the ultimate violations. There's two violations. Still something from a dead body. And also not respecting folks' last wishes before death. This is a woman right here that needs to be immediately put in jail. They should put her ass in a coffin, alive, and put her in a jail cell. And have her on a coffin watch for 23 hours a day, come out, you know, for walking around, get back in the casket. And have her do that for a year.
Sean, it's not.
And I know there's mental issues in this country. Lord knows I suffer from it as well. It's been well documented from my doctors, and I've shared this on this show. Mental illness is running rampant in this country because we got to take so much medication. And I wouldn't be surprised if this woman who was stealing from a corpse, CJ, you have to be, there's something really mentally wrong with you. Whether you're taking medication or not, we don't know. But this woman obviously needs to be on medication and she needs to be in jail.
Yeah, she's
for
crazy.
stealing items from a dead body. Who does that? How do you sleep? I wouldn't be able to sleep for the rest of my life if I did something like that. It's so disrespectful.
Right.
It reminds me of a story I read when a chick, her boyfriend had got killed, and she snuck into the morgue. She had his phone and used his finger to open his phone. It's people crazy. People
do
are
weird
crazy.
things. Just like this woman, an 11-month-old cougar cub was rescued from a New York City apartment. The cougar, nicknamed Sasha, was rescued on Thursday night from a home in the Bronx in a joint operation by the NYPD and the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation, the Humane Society of the United States, and the Bronx Zoo. The owner, who's been identified as Miranda Rodriguez, surrendered the cougar and was there when officials came to the apartment to rescue the 90-pound feline. She reached out to a sanctuary after the cat started growing and she realized the cougar might be dangerous. The cat, how did you get it, ma'am?
Right.
The cat was taken to the Bronx Zoo to be examined by vets over the weekend before being sent to Turpentine Creek, which is an accredited wildlife sanctuary that houses abandoned, abused, and neglected big cats. The cat will spend the remainder of her life in the wildlife refuge, which is so horrible. Turpentine Creek did not immediately respond for comment. They said this cougar is relatively lucky that her owners recognized a wild cat is not fit to live in an apartment of any domestic environment. She said, I've never seen a cougar in the wild, but I've seen them on leashes, smashed into cages and crying for their mothers when breeders rip them away. I've also seen the heartbreak of owners, like in this case, after being sold not just a wild animal, but a false dream that they could make a good pet. Rodriguez told the Post she was grieving over her loss. She was a pet to me at the end of the day, so I'm still grieving about the whole situation. Those claws and those teeth and the pressure of the bite, you cannot take the wild out of these animals. Eventually, something bad would happen, said Emily McCormick, who's animal curator for the Turpentine Creek. Miranda, you knew that wasn't a regular ass cat.
Right. She knew daggone well.
So
That was a wild animal.
you didn't go to the pet store to get that.
Right. She just wanted to be dope. She wanted to be dope. That's it.
It's all the same. Because you know what? It's in the
2000
Bronx, baby. It's in the BX, baby.
In
This is
2000,
what we do.
the NYPD removed a 350-pound Bengal tiger from a Harlem apartment. Two 50-pound leopard cubs were also found in the basement of a home in Long Island in
First of all,
2005.
Them apartments in New York City is barely big enough for one person. What you gonna do with a daggone 300-pound animal?
I never would be
Some
going
of y'all
on.
don't have
So
no
tell me
damn
where you
common
from.
sense.
Uptown, baby. Uptown,
I'm
baby.
handcuffed
Uptown,
open.
baby.
What are
For
you
the crown,
feeding
baby.
it?
Right.
For the
What are you
Bronx.
feeding?
I never would
Your guests
never
when they
going
come
on.
over?
Listen to me, guys. That's normal behavior in my beloved BX. I'm from the
Yeah.
Bronx, New York. We always keep little cougars and tigers and big sharks and big giant snakes in the crib right there in Forest House's apartment 4F. And the guy who brought that little cougar home as a little pet thought it was cute until he got aggressive and ready to tear his ass up. And then you call the authorities. That's what we do in the Bronx, Barbi Cologne.
Cause y'all crazy.
That's what we do in the X. It's normal behavior. That's hood behavior for the Bronx, New York. I find that story absolutely normal.
No.
Got that big ass cougar in the house, 80, 100 pounds, ready to tear everything up in there, including the owner.
Right.
Now, that's scary to have a cougar in the house. But from the Bronx, New York, to me, normal behavior.
Carry on.
If it wasn't for the Bronx. No, well, hold on, Senny, before you finish. Barbi, real quick, it's pouring down raining right now at this moment.
Sure is.
What's the weather like, traffic, real quick?
Here in Bethlehem, we broadcast live to you from right now. It is 68 degrees. It's going up to a high of 70. It is pouring down, raining. Yes, it's raining heavy at the moment, and it's going to actually increase. We're going to have some thunderstorms around 2 p.m. So please be careful if you are out and about. If you don't have to go outside, stay home. You want me to do all weather, just local weather, Shawn. Stroudsburg, 66 degrees, cloudy right now. Rain, 68 will be the high, and it's going to pick up as well around 2 p.m. And it's going to we're going to have thunderstorms. So please be careful if you are out and about. Like I said, if you don't have to go outside today, stay home, please, people. In Newark, New Jersey, 70 degrees, going up to a high of 73. Rain and storms going to pick up around 3 o'clock. Excuse me, around 3 p.m. And this also will be some flash flood warning. So if you're down in the low areas of, like, closer to the little creek they have down there or whatever it's called, it's going to be flooding down there. So move your cars and be careful. Don't try to drive through standing water, y'all, because you're going to get stuck and your car is going to be jacked up. In New York City, heavy rain today. It's going to be cloudy and raining. It's going to pick up as well with 70 degrees, and a 73 will be the high. And the rain is going to pick up around 2 p.m. as well. 72 in Atlanta, 84 for the high. Cloudy, just little clouds down there, no rain as of right now in the forecast. In Miami, it's 81 degrees, sunny. Right now, 91 will be the high, but around 3 o'clock today, it's gonna start raining, and it's gonna be a little thunderstorm, and so please be careful. 72 in Chicago, 75 for the high and fair. And in Los Angeles, it is 74 right now, 80 for the high. Morning clouds going to be cleared by noon, and it's going to be a beautiful and sunny day. In Louisville, 70 degrees right now. The high is going up to 81, partly cloudy this morning, but it's going to be cleared by noon, and the rest of the day is going to be wonderful. It's going to be a beautiful day for the rest of the day. And in Rochester, 64 degrees right now. Oh, excuse me, 64 degrees right now, 72 for the high, and mostly cloudy for the weather. And I'm trying to pull up some local.
Okay. You can hold that for a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead, Senny. Go ahead.
Cindy.
Go back to which ones? What's the next story?
The TSA posts video of frozen raw chicken spotted on a baggage carousel to remind passengers how to properly pack meat. The post of there was a video of a tightly packed frozen cube of poultry on the baggage claim conveyor belt at Seattle Airport, and it served as a teachable moment for travelers. We hear at one time these wings and thighs were cooped up in a cooler, said the post. Somewhere between baggage and the carousel, they became free range. Although it's unclear how the chickens were able to flee the coop, quote unquote, the TSA suspects it was a packaging issue. Our understanding is that it fell out of a cooler behind the block of chicken, and you can see the chicken is still in a cooler shape. Our guess is that the owner did not think about the lid coming open and did not tape it securely enough. According to TSA rules, passengers are allowed to travel with fresh meat and seafood. What? In both your carry-on and checked luggage under a few conditions. If the food is packed with ice or ice packs in a cooler or other container, the ice or ice packs must be completely frozen when brought through screening. If the ice or ice packs are partially melted and they have any liquid at the bottom of the container, they will not be permitted. Frozen perishables are also allowed in both carry-on and checked bags when packed in dry ice. However, federal aviation regulations limit each traveler to 5 pounds of dry ice that must be properly packaged and marked. Although the raw chicken sighting is certainly exceptional, it's far from the only unusual item that the TSA officers have spotted at airports. Last year, the TSA confiscated a dead shark floating in a jar of liquid chemical preservatives. It wasn't the shark that was the problem, but the liquid that it was in. Travelers are allowed to bring live fish on their flights as long as they are swimming in water, and the water undergoes a separate security screening by TSA. Who would have knew?
Who knows that? I never knew this.
Never knew.
I didn't know that.
It's very weird, but
also remember that woman that went viral because her and her son were eating like a full-on lobster boil.
I did see
on
the plane.
And people said, "How can you get that through?" And they said, "You can get it through because it's food." And she said they always bring their lobster boils on the plane.
I will cut all this nonsense out. I guess we learn something every day. Thank God for Jesus. I didn't know you could bring fish, live animals, and frozen chicken wings on the plane like that.
Well, I guess because it had went viral because at the airport people were videoing because it was just raw chicken going on the baggage carousel around and around.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And people were like, "What the F is going on?"
Right, like raw chicken.
Yeah.
But they took that as they used that video to make a PSA to let people know about traveling with
if
chicken.
you're traveling with like goldfish and little guppies on a plane and you have them in the water in a plastic bag, you're a complete loser.
What if you...
It's just stupid. Like, come on. I didn't even know they need to abolish these stupid rules with live animals. I mean, other than a dog and a cat, I could get
They
it.
just have to be swimming and they just have to check to make sure that it's water and you Gucci. So take your fish with you.
The airline industry is going to hell.
Well, Delta Airlines is doubling their flight attendant hiring. If you're looking for work, they want to hire 3,000.
Let me go.
Would you be a flight attendant right now?
I would.
With all the chaos
I will whoop somebody's ass if they try me.
Putting their hand up your skirt, Barbie.
He won't. He'll come back with a nub, baby. I guarantee you.
Delta Airlines on Tuesday said it plans to hire 1,500 flight attendants ahead of summer 2020, becoming the latest carrier to add jobs. The Atlanta-based airline was already in the process of filling 1,500 flight attendant jobs with candidates whose hiring was paused at the start of the pandemic. Delta and other airlines have been racing to fill positions from ramp workers to flight attendants to customer service agents, as well as training pilots this summer during a surge in travel. Airline CEOs urged thousands of employees to take unpaid or partially paid leaves of absence or early retirement packages to cut labor costs in the depths of the pandemic. About 4,000 Delta flight attendants accepted voluntary separation packages. Airlines, like other U.S. businesses, are facing staffing crunches leading to long hold times for customer service and in some cases exacerbating flight delays or cancellations. Southwest last week said it is trimming its schedule through the end of the year to ease operational problems that led to hundreds of cancellations. The Dallas-based airline is offering its staff referral incentives worth $300 as it struggles to fill jobs. CEO Gary Kelly told staff on Monday that the airline has hired 1,500 people and has a goal of adding 5,200 employees by the end of November. Delta in May said all new employees must be vaccinated against COVID and said Tuesday that any current Delta employee who is accepted to the flight attendant training program must also be inoculated. So that is something to keep in mind for that.
Well, we talked about this the other day. The unemployment's running out, and I'm telling you, I give it to the end of the year, all jobs will be full. I mean, that's what's happening here. Why is it a coincidence that now they're doubling up on the?
Why don't you go to the people you gave separation packages to? Like, reach back out to them.
Or maybe they got other jobs, or right.
I mean,
maybe they could reach out to them
true.
or whatever, But it's just they're hiring again. So. If you want to become a flight attendant, this is your opportunity to become a flight attendant. I think it's
Delta.
I think it's
like
a great job for, to have. It's nothing wrong. I think it's an essential job to have, and it's just the people that they got to deal with now. They downgraded to like almost customer service reps over getting cursed out over the phone, but that's the customer's fault. It's not the job. Flight attendants. Big shout out to you guys. You guys are courageous and essential in this business.
Keeping it rolling with a little entertainment news for you. R. Kelly's first male accuser takes the stand.
Wow.
As another witness testifies, Kelly raped her days after marrying Aaliyah. Whoa. Groundbreaking testimony. On Monday, day 8 of the sex trafficking trial against disgraced R&B singer Robert Kelly. Robert Sylvester Kelly. A fourth accuser took the stand. An aspiring dancer and actor at the time, Addie, as she is described, recounted the day she was raped by Kelly in his dressing room when she was just 17 years old, just 2 days after he illegally married Aaliyah. Addie alleged that Addie is not her real name. She alleged that she and her 19-year-old boyfriend were taken backstage by bouncer-type men to meet Kelly at, wonder if his name was Nephew, men to meet Kelly after his performance at the Budweiser Superfest in Miami under the guise of obtaining autographs. Though Addie was there to see Aaliyah, she testified that the singer never performed and Kelly closed out the event. Though he was in the process of getting interviewed, shortly after her arrival, he told everyone to leave. She said, I told him I wasn't sure I was even allowed to be in the room because I was just 17. She said he didn't respond about my age. Everyone was escorted out the room except me and my friend. She said that at first he started kissing on my friend. She said, and that my friend kissed back. She stopped. He started kissing me. And she said, and then I felt a little overwhelmed and just started, to pull back. And she said he started getting a little bit more aggressive and basically moved toward the back of the room, holding my wrists, unzipped my pants. And she said, and she just recanted a violent encounter. And then she says that after he finished, he pulled her clothes allowed her to put her clothes back on, and she said she ran out. After giving her account, she said that her friend tried to encourage her to press charges at the time, but out of shame, trauma, and fear of being potentially blacklisted because of her career, she declined. Later on that day, Kelly's first male accuser took the stand, where he alleged the singer sexually assaulted him when he was 17 years old, a high school student at the time. Lewis, described as John Doe number 1, alleged that Kelly lured him into his Chicago area home in 2007 with false offers of helping him with his career. R. Kelly asked Lewis what he was willing to do for his music, but that his answer wasn't what Kelly was looking for. He said, "I'll carry your bags, anything you need, I'll be willing to do, for you or administratively." Kelly then asked if he ever had fantasized about being with men. And that he told him to, perform oral sex on him and told it to keep it between the two of them. Though Lewis wasn't into it, he explained that he kept seeing Kelly because he wanted to make it in the music industry. They also report that Lewis told the court that he brought friends to some of Kelly's parties, including a 16-year-old boy who later got Kelly's number and began having sexual encounters with him too, while he was underage. During one encounter, Kelly wanted Lewis and the boy to touch each other, but they both refused to do so.
Chicago and them.
The above allegations are just the latest in the criminal trial against Kelly in the Brooklyn federal court. The first 2 weeks of testimony were also rife with explicit and disturbing details about his alleged extensive history of predation and grooming, domestic, sexual, and emotional abuse, child pornography, sex trafficking, and even claims of blackmail.
Senny, how long is this trial supposed to go on? Somebody was talking about supposed to go on 8 months. I said this is not going to be an 8 month trial. This has got to be 10 days.
Well, we're in day 8 as of Monday.
Right, we're in day 8. So what is this? Like less than 3 weeks of a trial?
Yeah, it's probably gonna be about 2-3 weeks.
Why are we going this long? All right, so John Doe.
It's a story of child rape.
Right, John. We applaud John Doe number 1. Thank you. And we encourage anyone who's been sexually assaulted by the Robert R. Kelly to come forth. I think they got enough already. I don't even know why he's going to try. He just should have took a plea and just kept it pushing. And the young and you're so perverted, bro. It's just really looking back. Even if it's going to be like the O.J. Simpson situation with you. Even if you're found not guilty, nobody's going to go nowhere near you, bro. Right. That's we pray that don't happen. I'm looking for a guilty verdict with this because I'm tired of this nonsense with this guy. Not only that, he's a narcissist as well. So you're a perverted narcissist that's a sexual predator. Damn.
Making people smear feces on themselves to apologize to you.
That is.
What are you? Are you the king? Who are you? So,
I'll never get over that.
Yeah, me either.
I'll never get over that.
They need to smear feces on you, my friend.
You need to put your feces on yourself.
Yeah, you need to. You are nasty.
And of all your victims' feces.
You just. Senny, find out how long this is going on before.
How do we know how long it's supposed to go on?
It's not going to go on 8 months, right?
No, it's just going to be a few weeks. Remember when I had read the story last week when the prosecutor just saying they hope it's just going to be like 2 weeks.
Because now this is the prosecution. So now he has a chance to his defense, whatever his defense, how long ever that's going to take.
So did the prosecution rest now?
No, they haven't.
So they're still calling witnesses. Oh my God.
This is going to go at least till the end of the year. I feel.
Oh my God, man.
It's going to be about maybe 3 weeks.
If they're going to call witnesses, this is going to be 3 years of this. The dog going to get out. Like, it's too much.
I mean, they're coming
We got enough.
We get it. He's a pervert.
They're coming out. I mean,
we're having some Roman Catholic priests come up there now. Like, what's next?
I know.
And what is your defense? You're right. Thanks for this trial, Senny, because I need to know what the defense is talking about.
A lot of y'all need to know because y'all keep Kelly.
What? A lot of them
with
what?
His music and the support.
His music ain't did nothing.
It doesn't.
I ain't buying new music.
from the same every spin. If you looking it up on Spotify, you playing it on YouTube, he's profiting from all that. Sean, they're gonna turn that off.
Senny, they not. Yes, I agree with you 100%. There's still profit. I don't think. I'm for sure that the laws are set up for him not to get a dime of his own money. I don't think that he will sit in jail and be a millionaire. Maybe, I don't know. That's something that we have to research. But that would be a travesty for the federal government or state, local level to have a prisoner in jail still profiting off of music. I mean, that's something that we got to look into. If that's the case, then that's unfortunate.
Because he's still innocent until proven guilty.
Okay, fine. And great point. So the moment he's found not guilty, for the record, Shawn Harvey wants this guy to be found guilty. That's just for me personally. But the moment he's found guilty, all his money from music needs to stop. It shouldn't go to nobody in his family. It should go into some kind of trust for some sexual assault, sexual victims society or whatever. All that money should go right to that pot for the rest of to all time. For all time. Anything if you purchase R. Kelly music after he's found guilty, that money should go into a sexual harassment, sexual battery, any kind of organization like that. Every freaking dime of it. What else?
I'm weak.
Why not?
You know that Del and Sonia Curry, Del Curry, Steph Curry's parents are filing for divorce. And it is being reported that Steph Curry is siding with his mom on this. Steph Curry's parents are going their separate ways. It's been reported that Sonia Curry has filed for divorce from Del Curry. 55-year-old Sonia put in the paperwork back on June 14th in North Carolina. A court official tells us the divorce is still ongoing. Del Curry has reportedly accused Sonia of cheating on him with a former NFL player. That's not the only cheating allegation. Del Curry, a former NBA player, is accused of cheating on Sonia with multiple women. Steph Curry has chosen his mother's side that they're saying in the divorce. They're saying that his relationship with his father is strained. He's disappointed that his father would put all their family business out there, and he doesn't believe the accusations against his mother. Because it looked like the mom had, she said that she was filing for divorce, I guess irreconcilable differences, and then he came out filing papers saying that she was cheating on him, which supposedly they've been separated for at least for a little over a year, and Sonia says that they live separately, and she is seeing somebody, but that she doesn't live with this man. And I mean, Del, like, to me, just why are you being petty? Yes, why are you talking about her? Because you was in the NBA.
Right. You was out there hoarding around.
Yeah,
we know.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah, but
with your green eyes and light skin.
Yeah,
like, we all know what she was out there doing.
Right,
but
and you gonna come at her when you guys are
of
legally
course.
separated?
Go on about your
talking
business,
about
sir.
she's cheating.
Yeah, because it's gonna.
How many times you did it already?
It's gonna be nasty. But he's done it a million times, and she was there when they were married.
She was raising her family. She was doing what she was supposed to do.
Excuse me. She was there when it was all going down back in Del's Curry.
Still there. Her kids are grown now. She was still there.
Excuse me. She had a chance to leave back then, and she didn't. Okay.
Well, she leaving now.
So that's a two-way street with
whatever.
that. Now, Del, if it wasn't for Del,
so
Del
makes
Curry,
it right.
I'm not saying this. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm just saying there's both sides to this. What I'm saying is this. The son is gonna side with the mother. Most times they do. She done moved on. They do. She done moved, and it doesn't matter the economic status of the father or the family. She has some brand new penis. She was done with Del. Del's been a dirty dog all his life. She knew that already. This is no big surprise. Okay, now it done got sloppy because as men, we can't handle the fact that our baby mothers or ex-wife are being inserted with new slong. So then we become emotional. And she cheated on me. That's what this is about. Dell, you can't handle it, but at the same time, the ex-wife to be, you knew that the husband was a dirty dog anyway. The sons are going to side with their mothers 99.9% of the time.
That's
so Dell,
right.
you shouldn't be shocked behind that. And
love
Del
their
Curry
mama.
was a great basketball player. He wasn't as great as his son, but he played the same type of position. He was a two guard. He was money in the bank with the free throws. He broke I think his son broke his 3-point record because Dell, the father, was an incredible basketball player, and he probably was out there slung fest 20 or just a lot of slong out there. And this is two people that's been married for over 20 years, and it's done.
It's so sad to see.
It's done.
He'll be all right.
It's done. It's
Yeah,
over.
she
She's
gave
getting
him the best
new.
years
No,
of her
his
life.
little ego bruise. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it is.
His
And then
little
he's
ego
gonna go
bruise.
out. Dallas, he's never had a deficit of vagina throughout his whole life. He'll be fine. Just try to reconcile with the son and all that. Because if it wasn't for Dell, there would be no. If it wasn't for the father, there would be none of this empire anyway.
Whatever.
And that's facts.
That may be.
The mother didn't shoot not one basket out there.
okay.
And Del Curry had them kids out there in that basketball court teaching them that jump shot. And that's why you have the famous Steph and his brother. But, 99% of the time before we leave, those kids, I've been involved in that with a breakup. Boy, them kids, they'll flock right back to that mother.
That's right.
Looking real, Dad, you're looking
Mama's
crazy
where
in these
it's
streets. And I fell victim to that. Them kids will run over to mama. So, Dell, don't be shocked with that statement, buddy.
F you, Dad.
Prentice, Prentice Cox said Steph Curry is an ungrateful little mother effer. He said you got your jump shot from your pops.
Sure did.
That may be true, but
It
if
is
mama
true. It ain't
wasn't-
maybe, it's true.
No, I'm saying I ain't saying maybe. I said it may be. Separate words. Anyway,
It's true.
that's what I'm saying. It may be true. But guess what? If Mama wasn't there taking his little ass to practice and carrying on,
Oh, you kidding me?
It wouldn't be though, because Daddy probably was outside.
Let me tell you
Was it-
something.
okay,
Del
wasn't
Curry
his
was
mom-
already
Okay.
Del Curry was already a multi-millionaire. He could have had anybody watch them kids.
No,
Excuse
but
me, wasn't
they was
the-
taking him to practice and all that good stuff.
The mother wasn't doing none of
How
that.
you know? She
Wasn't
probably was
the
right there with her
mom
baby.
a
Yeah, she was
volleyball
there.
player?
Huh?
Wasn't the mom like a volleyball player?
Volleyball? Are you
Volleyball.
serious?
Isn't she
Everybody can play
athletic
volleyball.
in her own
All right,
right?
she can be, but she ain't.
Okay.
How many
Right.
And she
multi-million
had
dollar
the kids,
volleyball players do
and
you
she
know?
stuck with him and built a whole life.
Yeah, that
and
was a
did all
struggle.
this.
Now she tired of his ass.
Right, and she's done, and he'll go find him a little tenderoni, and everybody will
He'll be
move
all right.
on. But he got emotional, and he dropped the dime because the ex-football player is slunging out
He
his
should've
ex-wife.
just go through with the divorce, bro.
Right.
Why are you putting all
Because
this out
us
there?
men,
Right.
some men,
Just go.
some
His
men,
ego is
some men
hurt,
wants to go out with a bang,
Messy.
and that's it. So, Del Curry, one of the, he played with the Charlotte Hornets. He played with a few teams in the NBA. I think he won 6th Man of the Year award. Prentice, you can look that up. Yeah, he was a great basketball player, not like his son, but your ex-wife is getting slonged out, bro.
He been
Thank you.
real.
Just
Keisha.
deal
the mother
with it,
has,
man.
The mother has great genes too. Exactly. She's athletic. She's beautiful.
She got-
all
Are you
of that.
serious?
They
Del
got it from
Curry,
both
Yeah.
of they
Del
parents.
Curry could
got
have
it from
had
both
a
of they
regular
parents.
chick with that basketball sperm in him and still had great
Whatever.
kids
No,
with the
He
basketball.
wouldn't have been as great. He wouldn't have been
The
as
mother
great.
was the carrier. She carried the kid. She was the
Right.
vessel, as you say, Cindy.
And he got his DNA from both of his parents.
All right, Barbie, where can they find you? This
You guys can find me.
Shout out to
Barbie Cologne on Facebook.
Shout out to Del
I
Curry.
am Barbie Cologne. Who?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They said Derek. I am Barbie Cologne on Instagram. Designer Babe 38 on TikTok. Designer Babe 40 on Snapchat.
Cindy.
You guys can find me at Senny J on Facebook, Senny_J on Instagram, Senny J on Snapchat, and Senny J on TikTok. The E is a 3.
Shawn Harvey on Facebook, comedian Shawn Harvey on Facebook, Hard Funny on Instagram. You guys have a good day. God bless you. We go into the group room. We'll put the post in with the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team Charity Bowling Tournament. We would love for you guys to be involved in that. And you guys have a great day. And we see you guys tomorrow. And don't forget, Lee Scott's
Baby shower.
baby shower this Friday. This Friday.
Yeah. You guys can find the link for his
hold on.
registry.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys can find the link for his registry in the chat room. It's the announcement. As soon as you log on, it should be right on the first announcement you see. If it's not there, go to the announcement section. You should be able to find it. Or if you can't find it that way, go in the search section and hit registry. Now it will pop right up. You can participate by sending him a gift straight to them. Yeah.
Bringing heat to the street and doing it strong.